Thanks a lot, Lynn. And we would have a Cub Master, our Cub Master from PAC 600 was going to be here to present this, but fortunately he came down with a fever the last couple of days, so he wasn't able to attend with us. Just kind of talking about what a Cub Master is, right? Lynn's talked a little bit about what a presenter would do. We're trying to divide, instead of having one person taking over and doing a joint now, we're trying to divide those responsibilities up. So it lessens the burden, and hopefully we get more quality presentations to these boys to provide a better program for them. The Cub Master, as you can see here, they kind of work with the presenter and the committee chairman to set goals for the PAC. You want to set goals for how many new tigers you need, how many new wolves you need. You want to try to keep that as realistic as possible. If you're looking for a new den of tiger cubs, say, maybe you're looking for 8 tiger cubs to come in. And if you're setting a goal like that, you can start off before the joint night even starts, knowing if I want 1 new den of tiger cubs to join the PAC, I'm going to need the two tiger leaders, the tiger den leader and an assistant tiger den leader, right off the bat, so that those type of things are identified beforehand. We want to identify the 7 methods of invitation. Now, what this is, we have a list on our website on gatewaybsa.com of 24 different types of invitation methods that you can use to invite boys to Cub Scouting. And a lot of these you may be familiar with: boy talks, going into the school doing boy talks, sending flyers out with Thursday folders, stickering the boys. You could send the boys to school wearing their uniform. You can have referral cards. We have some that if for instance like Glenn's PAC, if you have a good relationship with the principal, you might be able to have a PA announcement saying, come join Cub Scouts. So different types of things like that. And some schools you may not be able to get them to do boy talks, but we want to identify at least 7 different methods of how we're going to invite boys to come to join Cub Scouts with us. We want to figure out how we're going to implement that plan. Now, if you are able to do boy talks, we want boy talks to be done the day previous to the joint night. We don't want it to be the day of. We want the parents to have an idea that if the boy comes excited home with a sticker on him saying, "Hey, I want to join Cub Scouts," we want to give the parent a chance to plan out a little bit what's that they're going to come to that meeting. It could be things like if you're sending flyers home on the first day of school, well, you need to make sure and get the flyer request in at least 3 days before that, so you can get it to the principal, so you can so we can get them made out. So just kind of having those ideas in your head of, we've identified these are what we want to do. Now this is the steps we need to take to make sure that happens. One other thing that we talked about, and this is something that some PACs like to do, some PACs may not, so this is kind of one of the choice things, but if you want to, at your joint night, if you want to have the boys break out away from the parents for a bit and do a little activity. Some PACs like to have the boys there, so that they're kind of tugging on the moms and dads, shirts, telling, "Hey, I want to join Cub Scouts, step up and be the leader." And some of them, they want to be able to talk to the parents a little bit by themselves, so they break the boys off for a little while doing a quick activity. And with that, you kind of have to decide what types of activities are appropriate. You can't have them running around, running all over the playground if you're going to be having an activity like that. Maybe a quiet activity. Maybe you run through one of the steps of the Trail to Bobcat. So right there at the first meeting, they learn how to do the Cub Scout promise, and they can come back in after the parents have been talked to, and all of a sudden they're keeping the Cub Scout promise. The parents have to step up at that point. So just different types of things like that. And then with talking about the boy talks again, we ask. Chris and I are more than willing and able, and really anyone in this office, if we have a chance, are more than willing and able to help out with the boy talks. But we ask if it's at all possible that someone from the PAC be there as well when we're doing these boy talks, so that it's not just us that are talking to the boys. That we have a representative from the PAC there as well. So that would be kind of the thing that a Cub Master could maybe delegate out to one of the den leaders or himself or whatnot to just make sure there's someone from the PAC there helping out with the boy talks. And another thing, you can see we've got tents here, we've got hatches, we've got scout shirts here, just kind of identifying different cool displays. And I saw some of you walking around looking at the patches here. These type of things are going to catch the eyes of the little boys as they're walking into the cafeteria or the municipal rooms, and we just want to have little cool displays for them to look at so that, you know, they get excited. I mean, the better that we're planned ahead and they can see that we planned ahead, they're more likely going to be wanting to join that program with us. That's pretty much it. One thing right before Chris and Glenn passed out these information cards, that's something that a Cub Master could be doing right before the presentation at the door, greeting people at the door. Hey, here's where the first graders are sitting. If you want to sit there, and can you fill out this information card? So it's kind of what the Cub Masters are going to be doing. Turn the time over now to Colette Kennard, who's going to be, she's on our membership team with Gateway District, and she'll be talking about what a committee chair will be doing.
In front of the group, because most likely we're going to